Hey, these guys are your fifth senior class. Here's what makes them different than the rest.
What makes them different? You know, they're you know what, they're unique. You know, whenever you have, like with the transfer portal, and you have new guys come in and you're trying to get them to galvanize with a group that's already been established that might not have had the success, you know, you're always worried about how that is going to work. And, you know, Jamal and Nate and Riley and Cole, they are incredible people. They're incredible leaders. And I didn't know how that was going to mesh. And then it showed the type of people like Dejan and Terrell and Emmett and PJ. They meshed like they'd known each other for 20 years. And that's a really cool thing as a coach to see. And that shows you that they're all very humble. You know, it wasn't about them. When we talked to them about coming here, it was all about like how we can get this program back to where it should be. And obviously we had some speed bumps and some different things that happen when you're new. But the thing that made them special is the type of people that they are. Not that we haven't had great teams, but their uniqueness of the situation. First couple years, you had those kids that had been together, you know, a couple. And so that's what it was really, really special of how they all sacrificed a little bit for each other in such a speed dating way.
Dejan in the second half, he came down the court and he was obviously wincing and hurting, and he went out for a little bit, but then he came back in the game. Can you talk a little bit about that?
I just asked him, you know, can you play or you can't? I mean, when he's out there, we're different. And we want him. He's there for us, and wanted him to get some repetitions. You know, I felt like they were going to start pressing and doing those types of things. And so when you have other ball handlers out there, I thought that was really important. And he just impacts the game. He's a connector. He's glue. You know, he really gets everybody to play together. He allows Terrell to be off the ball, and he's, you know. So I was putting him in. But the biggest thing was our whole conversation was about just make sure you're communicating with me, because your health is the most important thing. If you want to play, we'll put you in there, and you got to play. And he was great.
Hey, and I'm sure that every game is different, but have you shortened the lineup now, and it's just, you know your guys that you want to go with, and these are the last run of games, and you're just going to ride these guys?
You know, me, I've said it before, and you know me, I'm a gut guy. And so, you know, a guy who's played really good for us is Langston, and he didn't get in the game tonight, but it just was one of those games. You know, felt they kept going small. You know, when they took Silva out, they went really small, and you're just trying to figure out how we can start getting some rhythm offensively. We decided to go small and match that rather than going big. So every day is going to be different. The great thing about Langston is Langston's a real confident player, and you know, he'll be ready for his opportunity. I thought Cole was great tonight in 10 minutes. He came in, he was really aggressive, he was confident. He had a good stretch. But our benches, that's, you know, they've all contributed in big ways in big games for us this year. And it could be any given night based on who we're playing and what we think and how their practices were.
Nate Roberts, what's gone on with him the last two games? He had 10 offensive rebounds, 16 total, 13 points.
You know what, Kim? He's starting to get, you know, he's where he became really confident, which really helped us, was our interior defense. At the beginning of the year, it wasn't good, and last year it was god awful. And he is really, you know, when we started, you know, winning in league, a lot of it was how he was anchoring the middle of the paint. Andre Kelly a couple times, played Colorado with Batty. We know how physical Batty is. He was great against Oregon State. And now you're starting to see, you know, he always rebounded. he just really, he wasn't a confident finisher and stuff. And now you start seeing his confidence finishing around the basket, a pump fake. When you start pump faking and that, you're just really confident. And that's where I'm starting to see now offensive confidence. I'm seeing a guy that's like, I'm the best big guy on the floor confidence. And we need that. That's against Oregon. He got the ball out there. They denied like Arizona did. He took the ball and he drove Kepnang and made a layup. I mean, that's when you're comfortable, you're confident, and he's done that through hard work, and Coach Jones working with him, and then our players, having really good guards. They do a lot of feeding, and that's been a great thing. But he's been tremendous. You're right.
Is he at the point where you can run plays like he used to run for Noah and for?
He's definitely getting there with great position, and it gives us more balance. Against Oregon, we ran a couple plays when they went small to get him the ball, and he is not a good rebounder. He is an elite rebounder, elite. But that scoring thing is huge.
I was watching your senior day, and one guy after another, there were like 9 guys and stuff. Almost reminded me of a great high school team. It was all
It was like senior night.
Yeah.
Hoosiers.
Yeah, exactly. I know you're still in season and you're going to finish this one, but would we think we might see some of those guys come back next year?
I believe so. Yeah.
I asked Bay, and he said, I'm not sure. And I said, even if Hopkins promises to make you the leading scorer because Brown's leaving, he thought that was funny, but
I'm surprised he didn't say, okay, let's sign a contract right now. No, you know what, those guys, that's the greatest thing. I thought one of the great things that the NCAA is gave everybody the COVID year back. It's a great thing. And so a lot of teams, even this year, are capitalizing on it. We were able to with Terrell and Dejan. And we'll have talks at the end of the year in terms of where we're going and stuff like that. But those guys are just incredible kids. It was really cool to see the way the crowd, it's all about the appreciation of the fans and being able to win and then walking off and hearing the fans chanting their name and giving them the ovation was special. That was pretty special.
Hey, for the second straight game, the game turned late in that second half when you guys figured out something those last 8 minutes and you made that run, and then that was the game right there.
Yeah. And you know what? That was where we couldn't get a flow. We turned it over, I think, 8 or 9 times in the first 11 minutes. I think, human nature set in a little bit. Your senior night, I played in it. I was crying like a baby before. There's emotions. You're figuring out where's your mom staying. Are they okay? Who's here? Who's in the crowd? And it was like, I kind of had a feeling. I wish it didn't happen like that, but I just know how it is. And but we were able to get through it. And he just kept, we stayed right close, and it was like, hey guys, listen, as soon as we just relax, we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot right now, and start executing. And then we started getting some steals. We started getting in transition. Terrell was great. 12 for 14 from the field. Are you kidding me? And started getting to the basket. Started sharing it. Started hitting some shots. And when we're in transition, that's when we're best. I felt like that we were getting into that. And then the start of the second half, I felt like we really executed our offense well. The sets in the half court, we executed. We found guys. Guys cut hard. We got some easy baskets, and I'm really, really proud of them.
Coach, you had a recruit here that's already signed, so you can talk about him, but I saw Keon Minifield was here.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Keon.
Just a dynamic guard. He led EYBL in scoring last year. I was at a game, and he had like 25 in the second half against a team that we were recruiting, and he was just unstoppable. He can get in the paint. He was real confident. You see he's really slight physically, but boy, he knows how to do it. When you start saying some of your favorite players that you idolize are Jamal Crawford's and Steph Curry's and those guys, it's that wiry movement, elite athlete, and just knows how to dance type of player. And we're really fortunate to have, this season's so hard. You're on the road, you're coming back, and so, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, this might have been his first college basketball game he's ever attended. So it was exciting for him to actually see it, and he's here with his mother, and it was really exciting. To have that crowd and to win and those types of things, I thought it was a lot of fun.
Just the mindset as you head into next week as well.
Mindset is, a preseason rating system, 5 out of 10, we were 5 and 5. Felt like we had a couple opportunities. We were, COVID ran through us. 5 out of 10. Regular season, they picked us 13th, and we won 11 games. And we're either going to come in 4th, tied a 4-way tie for 4th, or I think we're automatically going to be 6th in the tournament. So I would give us a high grade for that, and I told them that. We have shown incredible resiliency, toughness. We've gotten better. Having Dejan back, now we're at full strength. We're pretty good when we're at full strength. And now we get to enter the third part of the season. And winning 3 out of 4 and having positive momentum is everything. With that being said, you got to go out there, and teams that are really good during this time are really good defensively, and I feel like we've had some really good moments. Feel we stepped off the gas a little bit late in the second half. But for the most part, our defense has been pretty consistent and good. We're rebounding the ball better. And we're going to have to be that confident team where everybody contributes. You look at Oregon State's run last year in the Pac-12 tournament. They really defended well. They had a go-to guy. Jared Lucas was hot when he got an open shot. It was automatic. Silva could score in the post. And they started believing. And our guys' belief, winning 3 out of the last 4, played some of the top teams. And now we got to go and hopefully have a great run in Vegas.
Do you think at all, do you let yourself even consider the NIT at all yet, or is it just NCAA?
I can't wait to see who we play first one, and let's win them all. Let's just go one game at a time, and let's go win. Let's prepare. The hay's already kind of in the barn in the sense of, who we are and what we're about. We'll have our scouting report. Now can you go out and execute it? And we've proven for a lot of games that we can. And I feel like we've gotten better. And it's, let's just go one at a time. Let's focus on that game. Let's lock in. Let's have great energy. I'm a big energy guy. Like, how do we manage it? How do we maintain it? How do we have it? And major confidence and belief. And we'll have a chance to do it every game we play.
Anything else for Coach?
Masvidal or Covington?
Oh gosh, I met Masvidal. I went to the last Conor McGregor fight. I love UFC, and I met Masvidal. So I'm going for him tonight. I'm so excited.
Great Jesus.
Huh? He is the nicest, most humble human being, and I was like, wow, let's go. I'll send you guys a picture. It was awesome.
All right, how would it go?